This is the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show, sponsored by Valorec.
Go get it now, Brady. Come on. Twists its way for a first down. Lets it rip, and it's caught inside. Blasts his way. Open field. Breaks another tackle. He's to the 35, the 30.
Well, you love the gutsy play call right there.
Another one for the highlight reel. Downfield, it's caught.
Just 3 games remain in the regular season as we have reached week 8 this week. It's a battle for first place in the Eastern Ohio Athletic Conference as Southern plays host to Valley Christian in the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Chad Krispinski alongside Ryan Allison. There is plenty at stake in this one.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this game for a long time. 2 very talented teams, both undefeated, with a conference crown hanging in the balance. Doesn't get much better for high school football fans than this.
Does not. Let's take a look at tonight's matchup notes. This is just the 3rd meeting between the 2 programs all time.
Yeah, Southern won both of the previous meetings, but they've never played in Salineville. Indians won last year's game 46-22.
Let's take you back to the matchup in 2021. Southern jumped out to a 46-0 halftime lead and never looked back. The Indians came away with 3 first-half turnovers in their 2nd straight victory in the head-to-head series. Valley Christian cruised last Friday night in Week 7 action against Columbiana.
Yeah, Tyree Washington ripped off this 55-yard touchdown in that win, so Valley Christian remains unbeaten with a dominant 40-10 win over the Clippers.
With that victory, Valley Christian improves to 7-0 overall on the season, and they're really good on the road, having won 8 of their last 9.
Yeah, overall, they've won 13 of their last 14 regular season games, and the Eagles are primed and ready for postseason play. In the latest computer rankings, they are 6th overall in Division 6 Region 21.
A big reason for the Eagles' success this season is a big player. John Trell Mixon stands 6'4", 240 pounds, and he does it all for Valley Christian.
Yeah, great player, great kid, humble and definitely versatile. He's listed as a tight end, but he can play quarterback, defensive end, and he punts and kicks for the Eagles. Valley Christian head coach Andy Hake calls him a true all-state player, one of the best in the area, and a great teammate.
He's receiving college interests from MAC schools like Akron and Bowling Green. He told us not many people can block him and not many can tackle him when he runs with the ball. He models his game after Aaron Donald of the Rams and Seattle Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf.
He's so physical and he's fast. I mean, you see it. He can kick extra points. He can kick off. You know, he moves around a little bit. He can jump back there at quarterback. He can just do so many things.
Yeah, you see, he runs kids over. I mean, he's a big guy and he makes big impacts for his team. And he's an athlete, playmaker, and he does a lot for his team.
When we come back, we'll turn our attention to Southern. The Indians also undefeated and hosting our Game of the Week for the first time in program history. We'll be right back.
You're watching the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show.
And welcome back as the countdown to kickoff continues. Let's now turn our attention to Southern Local, the WKBN Game of the Week, making the trip to Salineville for the very first time.
Yeah, and they certainly deserve it. They're undefeated, and I think they want to make a statement tonight with a win against another great team.
They sure do. Last week, Southern roared out of the gates and never looked back in a Week 7 battle on the road at Latonia.
Yeah, the Indians piled up 42 points in the first quarter. They won 48-6 with 7 different players scoring a rushing touchdown in that victory.
Let's take a closer look at Southern. The Indians enter this week's action with a perfect 7-0 record.
And they have been dominant, especially lately. Over the last 4 games, Southern has averaged over 53 points per contest. And the Indians' defense has allowed 7 points or less to 5 of their 7 opponents this season.
It's success that has them looking ahead to postseason play. They are 5th in Division 7, Region 25 in the latest computer rankings. This Southern team is absolutely loaded with skill, and it all starts in the backfield with wingback Colton Sukup.
Yeah, he had some big shoes to fill at Southern, taking over for players like Bradley Sloan and Cam Grodhouse, but he has answered the call. Sukup never leaves the field and makes plays. Head coach Rich Wright says he's a big play, big moment player. And when he touches the ball, something good usually happens.
He says his approach every play is to get to the end zone and always wants to put points on the board, and he's most proud of his speed and his ability to get his teammates to rally around him. Valley Christian has taken notice.
He's a great runner. He's really great at keeping his feet moving, and he has speed too. And yeah, overall, he's a great player.
One of the tougher guys I've seen this year. So he's all state guy as far as I'm concerned. So we got to put a body on him. And you got to hit a guy, hit their better players. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their better players. And if you let him run around and you don't put a helmet on him on defense, him and Morris and 28, and they're going to get to you. They have a nice team.
Let's check out our keys to the game. Valley Christian is looking to avoid turnovers at all costs. Coach Hicks says his team cannot afford to shoot itself in the foot.
Meanwhile, Southern Local is looking to be physical. This is a matchup between two teams that are both strong and fast, so the more physical team will likely have the advantage. And finally, both teams are looking to play 4 quality quarters of football. The dream of an undefeated regular season and a conference title are hanging in the balance tonight. We're going to see which team wants it more.
Yes, we will. The spotlight shining brightly on high school football's biggest stage. We are just about ready for the opening kickoff. Valley Christian and Southern face off next in the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week.